Welcome to New York Giants Full Access. What's going on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, all platforms, even TikTok? Welcome to another episode of New York Giants Full Access with your boy BigPatssportsTalk. And hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Today's topic: why New York Giants fan base do not like Daniel Jones as their quarterback. And there's some reasons why. Some reasons Daniel Jones' fault. Some other reasons not his fault. But let's get into some of these reasons. The first reason why people didn't know who Daniel Jones really was until we drafted him. Nobody really knew what Daniel Jones was when he was coming out of Duke. Nobody really knew who he was. Nobody really looks at Duke as a football college. Nobody knew any players from Duke. Nobody knew the receivers. Nobody knew the running back. There's a couple of people from Duke that you can really think of that have been drafted that are worth a little bit of something in the league, and that's Jamison Crowder. He was a slot receiver at Duke, and he came in and he did pretty well for his career, still in the league right now. But there's not too many players out of Duke that people know. So when the Giants drafted him, he was a total surprise. A lot of people wanted Kyler Murray, but he went number one. A lot of people wanted Dwayne Haskins. Man, he went, rest in peace. He went to the Washington Redskins at the time. Now they are the Commanders. And a lot of people didn't know about Daniel Jones. Who the hell was Daniel Jones when they drafted him out of Duke? And then it came to fruition that he was a every year participant in the Peyton Manning and Eli Manning camp. He was coached by Cutcliffe, and that's another reason why everybody feels like he was only drafted because of his ties to the Manning family, which could be true. Who knows? But a lot of people didn't know who the hell Daniel Jones was when we drafted him. Then another reason we took him at number 6. A lot of us wanted Josh Allen, the edge rusher in Jacksonville, who's having a decent career. But a lot of people wanted Josh Allen right there. So that's another reason why they felt that Daniel Jones wasn't the pick. And they wanted Josh Allen. We needed pass rushers at the time. They felt that quarterback class wasn't really that good to take someone that high, so they wanted the edge rusher, which I can't blame them. But overall, we took Daniel Jones at number 6. Dave Gettleman made the pick, which is another reason why Daniel Jones is really not liked. A lot of people won't admit it, but he's really not liked because Dave Gettleman made the pick. It's a silly reason, but there's a lot of reasons. That's one of the main reasons why they don't like him. They felt that he was picked too high. A lot of people felt, even the media felt, that he could have been had way lower with the next pick we had at 17, which turned out not to be true because there was a lot of teams that was going to take DJ before, even the Washington Redskins at the time. But get into a little DJ history. His rookie year, threw up 24 touchdowns, had a lot of turnovers, had a lot of fumbles. Wasn't a lot of interceptions. It was just a lot of fumbles. He didn't have a really good offensive line. Didn't have really good weapons out there. Saquon Barkley got hurt. A lot of people got hurt. All he had was him, Golden Tate, and Darius Slayton. And he played well enough to where people thought Darius Slayton could be a number 1 receiver. And when he came out his rookie year, he made a splash. His very first game, he got a comeback victory against the Buccaneers after being down by a lot of points. You hit Evan Ingram. Yeah, we had Evan Ingram. That pass he didn't drop. But after his rookie year, in comes Joe Judge and Jason Garrett. Pat Shermer's fired, Joe Judge and Jason Garrett. And the main reason why a lot of people hate and don't want Daniel Jones back, they think he sucks, is because of 2 years that he had with Joe Judge and Jason Garrett. He didn't throw up a lot of touchdowns. I mean, I don't think he passed 15 touchdowns in either one of those years. He didn't have a lot of turnovers, but he didn't have a lot of yards. And he just didn't make a lot of splash plays. Even though the first year we could have made the playoffs, if Evan Ingram catches a ball against the Eagles, or if the Eagles don't tank the final game, we probably could have been in the playoffs his second year, because the division was horrible. But one of the main reasons why they don't like Daniel Jones is because he doesn't put up gaudy numbers, and has never put up gaudy numbers in his whole career. When you look at his whole career, the most yards he ever had was barely over 3,000 this year. I mean, his rookie year. And he's on pace to finish under 3,000 yards this year. So in a passing league, he's not putting up the stats that a lot of these quarterbacks are putting up around the league. Now, when you say that he doesn't have the weapons that these guys have, or he's never had the offensive line these guys had, or he's never had good coaching around him, he's never had people that stay healthy, it's all made as excuses. Oh, you're just making excuses for him. So he's just supposed to go out there and light the league up with no supporting cast, no good coaching or anything of the such, which is not fair at all to him. But just to name some of the reasons why they don't like Daniel Jones, that's one of the reasons. He doesn't put up a lot of stats. The numbers show it. That is a very true statement. He does not put up stats like the Patrick Mahomes, the Josh Allens, the Justin Herberts, the Kyler Murrays, the Dak Prescotts, all those guys that put up gaudy numbers with very good rosters built around him. DJ, throughout his whole career, from Duke on to now, has had to make do with what he has. And to be honest with you, just a little bit of good coaching and a half-decent scheme and just a little bit of health, we're 6-2. That shows progress. But I'm going to get into the main reason why fans do not want DJ back. And that's the national media. When you look at Daniel Jones' career, the national media has destroyed Daniel Jones for his whole career. Nothing he ever has done, nothing he does, he never gets any props in the national media for anything that he has done. And see, if you're not a fan that really deep dive into what's going wrong with the team and what's going on, you're going to listen to the media. You're going to listen to the media's points. He has nothing to do with the victories with the New York Giants because he's not putting up a bunch of stats. He's a turnover machine, although most of those turnovers came in his rookie year. He's a one-read quarterback, which you look at the film, that's obviously not true. Yeah, he doesn't have a great arm, which is obviously not true when you look at the film. He can't create, which is only a half-truth. Can he create like a Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen? No. But he has times where he's created plays. Oh, he misses too many throws. He can't read the field. But when you can put on the film and you can find 3 to 4 throws a game, every quarterback misses. It's just that Daniel Jones doesn't get the same amount of opportunities as these other quarterbacks do because of the rosters that's built around him. Oh, Daniel Jones is hurting people's careers. Whose career has he hurt? I don't see him going out there injuring people. I don't see him out there just throwing the ball wildly and crazy and just not hitting people. I don't see anybody on the field that could be a starter on anybody else's team as a number 1 receiver or even a number 2 receiver. I don't see him having an all-world tight end out there, even though Daniel Bellinger is playing well for a rookie, and then he got hurt. He just got Saquon Barkley back for this year. Other than that, Saquon Barkley has been injured all his years. Nobody ever admits the fact that when he got injured last year because of his neck, because he's out there getting killed trying to make something happen with nothing, that this offense went from bad to not even watchable. I hear that Justin Herbert, the coaching staff, is holding him back out there and with the Chargers. But when you say that Joe Judge and Jason Garrett could have been holding Daniel Jones back for 2 years, you're considered a moron, an ignorant moron. Daniel Jones sucks. He'll never be able to put up any stats no matter what you put around him. How do you know that? He's never had anything. How do you know that? Every time a quarterback makes a play, DJ could never. What do you mean? All those quarterbacks that you praise, he either has the same record or a better record than most of those quarterbacks that you praise. You see how much better Jalen Hurts looks when he got A.J. Brown out there. And until like the past week or so, him and Jalen Hurts had similar stats. When DJ leads a game-winning drive down the field, is because it wasn't because of him. He only led them to a field goal. But if Patrick Mahomes or somebody does that, he's the greatest. So what I ask New York Giants fans who do not want DJ back, he sucks so bad, he's so terrible. Do you believe it's fair to ask him to do what some of these other quarterbacks can do without what they have? So does he suck because he can't do damn near the impossible? How fair is that? But the main reason why New York Giants fans do not want DJ back is because of the mainstream media. The mainstream media has put a perception about this man DJ since the very start of his career, and everybody follows it. His reputation has been sullied so bad in the media that this dude can lead us to the playoffs and win a playoff game or two, and you will still say that he sucks. With a roster that is nowhere near on the level of some of these other rosters that are out there. And it's going to be a shame that if this man leads us to the playoffs and gets us a playoff victory, you won't be able to enjoy it because you're just sitting right there in the bushes waiting to say, you see, he sucks. Waiting for him to lose. Waiting for him to miss a pass. Waiting for him to fumble. Waiting for him to throw an interception. Waiting for something bad to happen so you can say, you see, he sucks. Instead of appreciating what this man is doing out there on the field with way lesser talent than what most of these quarterbacks you praise have on their team. You need to get real, become a real Giants fan again, and root for this man to do the best that he can. And if he fails, then okay, we move on. But it's going to be a shame if this kid does something special and you can't even enjoy it because you want to listen to the mainstream media. And it's a damn shame because a Giants fan, I don't care who has that jersey on. If we draft Will Levis next year, he's the quarterback. I'll be cheering for Will Levis just as hard as I was cheering for Daniel Jones. If Tyrod Taylor was playing, I'll be cheering for Tyrod Taylor just as hard as I'll be cheering for Daniel Jones. If Daniel Jones leaves, then he leaves. He's not a Giant anymore. But for now, Daniel Jones is a Giant, And dare I say, he's my quarterback until he's not. I'd like to thank you guys for tuning in. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're at 21 members, looking to get to 50 memberships by the end of the month. And we will start the What Are You Doing videos and the members only streams and members only videos. But until the next episode of New York Giants Full Access with your boy Big Pat Sports Talk, you know what it is, man. Peace. This is a Big Blue Crew production.